So we're going to go over ass to grass squats now. I'm going to describe it from start to finish. First, let me just do it, and then I'm going to explain some of the myths behind squatting and some of the things you need to think about when you are squatting. So first things first, approach the bar. Get underneath it nice and stable. What an ass to grass squat looks like. First thing I did, I approached the bar. I always approach the bar the same way. I put my thumb on the edge of the knurling here. So when it gets from smooth to rough, that's called knurling. I always put my thumb in the same way, like this. Once my hands are in position, I wrap my thumb around and I get under the bar. Now when I get under the bar, I want to make sure that my feet, or the center of my foot, is directly under the bar. And I want to make sure that bar is seated well inside my shoulder, so in between my trap and my rear delt. Then I'll stand up with it. First thing I'll do though, before I stand up, is I'll load my heels. You see what I'm doing here is I'm getting on my heels, placing my feet back down, loading up my posterior chain, feeling the tension in my hamstrings. Then I stand up. 3 steps back, 1, 2, 3. 2 big steps, 1 small step. Deep breath in. And bringing it back under control. That's an ass to grass squat. When I say ass to grass, I mean your ass is touching the grass. So your hamstring is effectively squishing or pressing against your calf muscle. Your feet are completely flat. Your back is relatively straight. You'll hear a lot of people talking about don't tuck your pelvis. Forget them, all right? When you tuck your pelvis, going ass to grass, it's unavoidable. All it's going to do is build lower back strength. You need that strength. Don't do it with maximum weights. Do it with a lighter weight. All right, so I'm going to do the ass to grass squats again from a different angle here. Approaching the bar. Get underneath. And I want you to really focus on what my hips are doing, what my feet and my knees are doing. The way I breathe. Now if you take a look at what's happening to my hips, what I'm doing first is I'm bringing my butt back. Then once I'm as far back as I could go, I open up my knees to allow myself to drop in between, sitting down fully, coming up with power and intention, and that's how it's done.